And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. From way up at the 23. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
At their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Chandler Jones, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. The kick by Gold is good, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he's stopped right around the 29. Carr going to go on fourth down. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on fourth. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. Get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points, but it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Gould with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The Raiders at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, In this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And out of bounds right around the 20. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They go with Jacobs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jacobs. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
It's a gain of a yard.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
What now?
A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy able to find Gray here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Purdy on 4th down. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Raiders 17. Raiders 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From midfield, here's Carr. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking deep for Adams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Ninersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. He hits Adams complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
For a gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas.
On 1st down, Carr. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Jacobs. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Right now. 7:34.
Carr to throw again. Williams brings it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
Hey, 734.
Counter play with Jacobs, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
A loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Here's Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
29. 29. 637.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
93. 93.
Carr now on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and into to the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Slot man moves right. The final shot here before half for Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Raiders 10.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
6:18. Hey, 7:34. 7:34.
He'll drop to throw. Slant to Adams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas.
Carr now to throw. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
16 more yards. That's another Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw is Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
93. 93. 694.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
You're mine. 6:18. Hey, 7:34.
Again, it's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
4th down.
Carr going to go on 4th down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Here's White. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 49ers 5-yard line.
Here's Carr. He'll get that out to the flat to White. Touchdown, Raiders! Zamir White, a touchdown. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go play action here. Purdy escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. On 4th down, here's Purdy. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have the Niners 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On 2nd and 9, Purdy. And the grab by Croft. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Partner, it's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defense has only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we play 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Purdy. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't they, bro?
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might...
And this is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Niners look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
What now?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now here is another interception. And the Niners are going to have it here just past the 25. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 44. 48 yards on the ground for him so far. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here we go with McCaffrey. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On 1st down, Purdy. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. McCaffrey running up the middle, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Gold to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
48, Raiders 17. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the 49ers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and we have it in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take it.
And the Raiders have got him. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Clelin Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win,